Welcome to part 2 of finding the area of a trapezium. This will be found on a foundation level paper, either towards the back or in the middle, and it will be a calculator. So, as I did in part 1, we're going to follow the formula, finding the trapezium area. So, we'll start by labelling this up. So, we know this is A and B, or if you prefer the other way, doesn't matter because it's a plus, and this is our height. So, Karen is going to paint the wall. A small pot of paint will cover 5 square metres of wall. Each pot costs £3.50. So work out how much Karen will have to spend to buy enough paint to cover the wall. Well, first of all, we need to know the area of the whole shape. Can't do anything without that. So the area equals a half 10 plus 25 times our height, which is 3, which will give us 52.5 metres squared. Okay, so that'll be 1 mark because you've done your method marks. Even though you've used a calculator, you still have to write it out. The examiner, is not psychic. They don't know what you're doing. So you need to write it out to get your method marks. So the next step now is to divide our metre squared total with our 5 square metres wall. So we're going to put our metre squared like this, 52.5 divided by 5 square metres of wall. Plug it into your calculator and you get 10.5. Now that's now telling you that you can get 10.5 pots of paint. But you can't go and buy 10.5 pots of paint. You have to round up. So you'll actually be buying 11 pots. So you got 11 pots at £3.50 each. Put it into your calculator. And then your answer comes to, in pounds, £38 and 50p. That's how much it's going to cost to paint the wall. So you're finding the full area of the shape first. Then you get all your like units. When I say unit, I mean a metre, centimetre, millimetre, whatever it is. Put them together and divide it, because then that's going to give you the output of what you need, and then times it by the amount of each pot of paint. Okay, so the next one, the standing area to concert is a trapezium with the dimensions below. Just going to put my and label it. And that's my height. Health and safety regulations mean that there must be no more than 3 people per 5 metres squared. What is the maximum number of people that can be in the standing area? So first thing I'm going to do is find out my total area. Bit bigger number. So that comes to, when you pop it in your calculator, 9,072 metres squared. So that's popped into the calculator and that will spit out that answer. Now, what have we got metre squared? Have we got another metre squared? Yes, we do. We have 5. So what we're going to do, our next step, we're going to divide it by 5, our other metre squared. That's in the question, which the calculator would tell you 1,814.4. Okay. And the final part is no more than 3 people. So what you're going to do now is get your 1,814.4 times 3, which gives us 5,443.2 people. Now, are you going to leave it like that? No, you're not. Because it has to be a round number. So being that's a 2, we're going to round down. So it's going to be 5, 4, 4, 3 people can be in the standing area. That's your answer. So it's all about breaking down the question into easier steps. So both of these here, you've worked out the total area first. You have to do that first. Then you put your units together, your metre squared, your metre squared. And then this happens to be, you got to round up there. We rounded down because that was a 2, that was a 5, we round up. And then all you've done there is you've times it by the cost, and we've times it by the amount of people within our limits of what we're allowed. Hope that helps, and good luck.